We meet again.
Hello, my name is Gabriel Cornwelch, and this is my friend Jethro Buchanan Wall, and we have with us today, again, for the second time,
The majestic
Papa Dorp.
Cretings.
Pretings.
Pretings.
Prattings.
Camel pretings.
Camel Josh.
Camel Preet.
Prem John
Burgundy, what was the last note you said?
Bergen Preet.
It sounds like a brand of like muffin.
Oh, Chimpo.
Bergen Preet.
I am Chimpo.
This is Chimpo.
Yeah, this is our friend Chimpo.
Chimpo is with us.
Chimpo is always with us.
I hope this is in focus. I think it is.
Hope this isn't in focus.
Have we even started?
Now we have, yeah.
We just had the introduction.
Oh.
It doesn't start until the fat lady sings.
Even though
it ends when the fat lady sings.
What are you talking about?
Okay,
where did that even come from? What are you
Show's
on
not
about?
over till the fat lady sings.
Yeah, that's it. But our show doesn't start.
Why did you point at me? I'm not a fat lady.
Yeah, not fat, yeah.
Nah, I love you.
George Hyson.
I love you, Gabe.
George Hyson, I
We're
know
not
what you
going to show a
did.
picture, are we?
Okay,
I don't know if you put your hand.
Sam's telling us a story about a burger.
There we go.
This should be focused on Sam because this is an honour to have Sam with us. So
And
Sam,
there's
share
a
us
close-up
story.
of Sam's face.
Sam, show us a photo. No, tell us about a burger story.
Oh, it's kind of a collective story.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
help.
So, a long time ago,
In a galaxy
on a bus,
far away.
on the bus, one of my friends, William Spear, he's a picture of William Spear. He on the way home, I'm always asking for food. We are always asking for food from other people.
To give.
And he gave us this bun, and it had like cheese and tomato sauce, and it looked
and
quite nice.
And a decent slab of tomato.
Yeah, it was pretty nice, and I was like eating it, and then...
Well, you had barely got to enjoy it. I actually can't even remember what happens.
You deliberately bumped me, and I dropped it, and it looked perfectly fine, and then it landed on the floor, and suddenly looked like vomit and crap all mixed together.
And I don't know how, but it had spread itself.
It was like
all
that
over. It was this big, and then it like appeared this big.
Oh, and then
It was like practically Noah's Ark.
Then the Lord of the Bus started telling us off.
Which one?
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse.
Oh.
Jesse, if you're watching this,
Please don't watch this.
turn
Please
it off.
click off.
Nah.
So just made the most enormous mess with that, scrape it up with our fingers, and everyone was hating us.
Everyone was hating us.
No, I didn't eat it off the
Everyone
floor.
was hating us, and there was this massive mess all over the bus floor. We've spilled so much food on that bus. What about the Fijoa incident?
Oh yes, that was class. Like, it was real bumpy on the bus and going around corners, and we had a Fijoa, and I was cutting it in half, and I cut it in half,
It was a massive
and I was just
Fijoa.
scooping.
It was a massive
I just scooped out like the Fijoa as you do, and I was about to eat it, and you bumped me, and it disappeared down this hole in the
There's
sea.
a hole in the seat, and it just rolled right down, and it
perfect fall.
Yeah, it literally was the hole. It's like playing a game of golf. It just like rolled right
Hole
in.
in one.
Yeah, it was. It was like a black hole. It's probably floating out of like the
Did you
cosmos
find it
somewhere.
again?
It's floating out of the cosmos
No, I
somewhere.
never
Right
found
now.
it.
Why would we try?
What if it was on our new bus? Just like, we find it and like
It's
teleport
like under the seat. A completely different
That's
bus.
possessed Malcolm.
Malcolm is a Fijoa.
Our bus driver was possessed by a Fijoa.
He is a Fijoa. He's always been a Fijoa. He went back in time and he became
He's
a
actually
bus
a
driver.
leprechaun.
What's that? I've been looking at that for the past
What?
podcast. That
Yes.
green elephant. Show them what it is.
It's like a green elephant, exactly.
I'm so confused.
It's just like one of these toys where you can like move your legs
Oh,
and
like
stuff.
satisfying. Can I take a chick?
Can you take a chick?
Oh,
Yeah, can I take a chick?
Oh, I get
a
it.
chickpea.
Isn't this supposed to be like a play on words?
Explain the play on words
What?
game.
I mean, like, look at it. Now it's a beast.
But it's not an elephant. I don't
That's
really
what an
get...
elephant would look like anyway.
No,
Like that's the closest it can look like.
it can look like this.
Okay, this is
Oh.
irrelevant. We need stories.
What's that white Smurf?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, tell us
What's the point of
times.
this Catholic?
Tell us times you've spilt food, Sam?
Countless times.
Yeah.
You didn't tell
I
us.
actually can't
Tell us
think
an
of
amazing
any.
story.
I remember one time ages ago you talked about on the bus how like you were eating a piece of chicken that was like raw and like a little bit and you ate around it.
Did I? Told
That
me.
stuck with me for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Must have done it many times.
What about that one time you ate food on the bus with Billy and you ate it with a knife and you spilled all over yourself?
Oh, the cooking day.
Yeah, the cooking. So I used to bring cooking onto the bus every Wednesday.
And I'd
And
always
used to
spill it
share
on
it
you
with Sam.
from my mouth. Remember?
And-
Because I would always like lean over the seat and I would have it in my mouth and I would start laughing because of you and then it would just go all over you whenever
Yeah.
I laughed.
Because we would sit next to each other and you'd
And
be
me
in the
and
seat
Billy
in front
With Billy.
and you'd give some to Gabe and he'd go and he'd be leaning over the seat and scoop it up and then I'd think something funny and then I'd spill it on me or he'd put it in his mouth and then just like drop it out of his mouth into my lap.
Drop it out of
There was
your
a
mouth.
big chunk that came out of my mouth once.
I know, it was all over my pants.
I always used
That
to
was a
sneak
beautiful
because
story.
I used to sneak in extra like knives
Just
and
a
forks
knife.
or whatever
Just so we could
cutlery,
break them and
whatever
throw them
cutlery
out
I could get, so that we could
Yeah.
play with them on the bus because that was our form of
And
entertainment.
I'd flick them and see if they could shatter or
We used to shoot like stuff with them, like
see if you could shoot it out the window and like
Yeah.
disappear into
one
the back
time
of the
we
bus.
shot one and like
Disappeared
went out
into
the
the
side of
abyss.
the window.
It's
The
man.
abyss.
And it would just hit someone like randomly on the back seat.
We
Like
should talk
Josh
about our
Jones.
bus theory.
Which one?
It's actually we're
What
actually in a
theory?
green. It's actually a
What theory?
green screen. Remember
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
our bus?
So we got a new bus.
That was
Just
basically a hospital room.
It was
it felt like a
it
hospital.
was like a
waiting room.
truck bus. And
A truck bus.
like it was
It
yeah,
is, the front
effectively
of
a
it's like
hospital.
A bus truck.
It was like a waiting room kind of thing.
Every time you feel like you're in there, you feel like in your hospital waiting room and you're waiting
I
for
feel like
someone
there should
to
be
walk.
magazines on the floor.
Yeah,
or
you feel like
something.
you're waiting for a person to walk in with like a white coat and say like,
Come
your
on,
mother,
it's your turn.
No,
Your mother has cancer.
That's what it feels like because it's like a hospital waiting room.
There's no easy way to say this.
But Darren Lamb with no car accident.
No, a guy just like we're driving the bus and the guy walks in through the door. And like walks in, sit next to us, and is like,
He just deep exhale, just frick.
Not again.
I don't know how to tell you this, but
Your bus driver suffered a very
Not
severe car
urination
accident.
troubles
no,
again.
he's just like.
Your urinal tract is broken.
Again.
For the 7th time, we're gonna have to stitch up your organs.
He's gone, and you're like, what?
I'm done.
Who?
He just goes, I'm done.
He's gone, and you're like, I am. What? There's no point trying to argue it. He's gone, and he disappears.
Yeah, but he's gone. He himself is gone.
Look, your bladder, it's got issues again.
It's decided to walk away.
It's given
We've
up.
already talked about the bladder jokes in
Anyway,
the previous podcast.
The conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
The theory is that we're actually the bus when we're going like past things, it's actually just a green screen on the windows, and the windows were always foggy, so that's so that we can't tell it's a green screen.
Yeah, and there was like always water on like on condensation on the top of the roof, and that was our
Yeah.
theory that there's
And
like a
3
water
lines.
cooler.
Like, yeah, because there's fans up there. There's like
Yeah.
water fans.
So actually, we're on just like a conveyor belt and just like a green like cube that goes round and round, and we feel like we're going to school, but actually,
I love that makes no sense like a green screen, because you know green screens are only like they put the image on in post production. It's like we would just be if it was we're in a green room, we would just be
notice.
seeing green.
Yeah.
You mean it would be like projected images?
Yeah.
It's not conspiracy theories aren't meant to make sense.
No.
It's the-
Conspiracy theories aren't supposed to be real.
That's actually a true.
Yeah.
That's
true.
actually a true.
That's actually
true
several
That's a
truths.
Truman.
That's a Truman
That's
show.
a David Trubridge.
That's a David. Oh wow. I haven't heard
Explain
that.
David Trubridge. Trubridge.
Yeah.
Trubridge.
How is it?
Well, so me and Morgan Tanner is a mate of ours. He's a member of the Hunger Plastic Surgeons. We were part of a DVC class together, and we had to go research like famous designers, and we were told that we had to search up a guy called David Trubridge, and like Morgan just started laughing when he heard the name. I had no idea why he started laughing, but then he ended up searching him on Google Images, and he just pulled up a photo of him, and then he was like, "Hey, it looks like a llama." There's that photo that he pulled up. And you can be the judge if he looks like a llama or not.
He does.
Did I ever show you Llama Trubridge?
Oh.
there was a big build up to a somewhat ordinary story.
Yeah,
Someone
you
disappointed.
made me say it. What is
Yeah,
that
so-
green elephant doing?
Sam, teach us the ways
Of what?
of anything.
Okay, so first you gotta go to the toilet and sit down.
Now
Um,
tell us a story about your times in the war.
In the war? The war of...
The War of High School.
The War of the Worlds.
Yeah, that's the story.
Alright.
Okay.
It's just no...
Nah, Sam, remember when we first met, we used to joke about, like, our restaurant?
Ah, the classic.
Yeah, the classics.
What restaurant?
I said that when I grow up, I wanted to get a restaurant, an all-you-can-eat buffet,
Yeah.
stuff it.
Just like your uncle.
Stuff it.
Yeah, and it would
Your
be called
muffin.
"Come and Get Stuffed," and I like
Come and get stuff.
I specifically designed it to have like lino on the floors, and
Yeah,
like it
so
goes
the
down to like a
vomit-
hole, so you could like hose it down
Yeah.
and vomit it.
And like, yeah, just the most
The vomit
filthy,
hole.
disgusting food ever. And all you can eat stuff it, come and get stuff.
Filthy, disgusting, delicious food.
I remember one of the first jokes I ever heard Sam say was like when someone was like, "Oh, who cares?" and he'd just be like, "Lake scare."
The
Sam.
classic, remember, it's like if someone said like a really bad joke or was doing something idiotic, like there's the door, like
Yeah, like you can leave.
and like you can leave, implying that you can leave, but we were just like, oh, there's the door, there's the wall, there's the
Yeah,
roof.
someone says a bad joke, it's like, "There's the window."
And then they got revived like a couple of years later, and it was like, there's the wall, there's the roof, there's the floor or something.
There's the liner.
What the?
Just like,
There's the liner.
There it is.
oh look, it's lino.
You just go, there it is.
Oh Sam,
What's
show us
the
your
time?
watch.
Oh no!
What?
You know, where
Where
your
is
watch,
it?
It's,
Sam.
I can go and get it.
Go run
Nah.
and get it. Go run and get it. Go run and get it.
Okay.
Quick.
He's not actually Sam when he doesn't have his watch.
Yeah, he's actually Stosby when he's at his watch. So this is Budget Makes.
This is Budget Makes. Yep. I rearranged my shelves, by the way.
Yeah, he did. The
Yeah,
Star
take
Wars
a look.
section isn't here anymore, as you saw in the Star Wars Assorted Collection video.
I'd just like to take a moment to say thanks to our biggest fans, Christian Raindrop, Sabine Fisher,
Samuel Harris.
and Samuel Wall,
and
Corinza Taft.
Martin Carlisle. He actually watches my videos. My dad.
Your dad.
Yeah. Hey, Dad. Love you, Dad.
Just a big love heart from.
And there's a
From
there's a
all the-
photo of my dad with a love heart around it.
There's a big hug from me to you. A big, yeah. We have like 3 people that watch this. At
The
at
full
this
videos.
this point of the video, there will be like maybe 2 people watching, roughly.
Yeah, with 2.
And
five
those
max.
2 people is us watching.
Yeah, we're the only ones who really.
We actually get
enjoy
so
watching
much enjoyment out
ourselves
of watching our own
and
videos.
hearing our own voices.
Yeah, we
So
actually think we're really
good.
funny. Mm.
Well, you think we're really funny. That's
Yeah.
why you always force me to watch the videos like 3 times. Force me to watch the first 2 PodMakes episode 3 times.
I've watched it.
It's
so
like, come
many
on, let's watch it
times.
again. I was like, well, we've watched it like 3 times now.
And here
Oh,
is
here it-
Chimpo right
Here's
on time.
Chimpo. Now he's Chimpo. Now he's become Chimpo. It's
He's
only Chimpo.
morphed into Chimpo. That was our brief
We just had a brief
intermission.
discussion.
We had a brief intermission while you were. When I first met Sam and I saw his watch, his
Here's
watch.
a picture of the watch.
His watch.
I'll send it to you.
No, I have to get with these images.
His watch is so budget. I thought that the watch was just like a picture of the time. Like it didn't actually display the time. It was a piece of paper with the time on it.
Show
That
them.
didn't change.
Sure. He never, like, he goes and gets the watch and then he just puts it on and puts it
Like
away.
hides it. It's like, I don't want you to see it. It's
Alright, you
special.
have to show them. Why'd you put it on? You have to go to the camera and show
No,
them.
that's good enough. We
I'll
showed
show
a
you
picture.
the picture.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so
We got-
anyway, tell them what it is. Tell them the story of where you got it.
Yeah. How you got it?
Because I don't
You
even
know
know the
how
origin
this-
stories. What are the origin stories of the camera?
Tell us the birthing place
The
of your
camera.
watch.
The Cameron. I mean the watch.
Okay, so I think I.
It's swallow. It like 2 sections to it. It's like,
It's like two
it's like-
whole. It's like two whole breathes. Of
it's
it.
like I'm not finished.
It's like brief. Oh, that wasn't loud enough.
Okay, tell us the birthing place of
I
the
think
watch.
I got it for a
You don't
present
even
for
remember.
my birthday for like
By my birthday.
for my birthday when I was like 10 or something.
It's that old.
Yeah, and I've had it since then.
It's so nice.
Yeah. It's,
You
yeah.
can't
It's-
live without
this is
What would happen if it broke?
Well, the
How would
strap's broken, and this is the second one, but this strap's starting to break, so I have to get another one.
So what if it broke
But
altogether?
it's just
What if you lost it?
But it's not, because it's indestructible.
How would you feel if you
It's
lost
immortal.
it?
But I wouldn't.
What would it do to you?
No, but it's attached to me.
Even though you nearly lost
No,
it.
you
just
went and
before.
got it.
Just mold it to your skin.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
one with me.
It is, even though it fell off briefly. In a brief.
The watch is with me, I'm one with the watch.
What was the whole point? Why did we even go and get the watch? We barely even talked about it.
Because we needed.
Because it's majestic.
We need-
And Sam's not Sam without the watch.
Sam, give us a story.
I've been wearing a
Oh,
shower
what
cap.
story?
You know,
Oh, the
What?
urination one on the bus.
we already talked
You've
about
said that in the previous episodes.
Yeah.
What's a good bus story, man?
It doesn't have to be the bus.
No, it
A
doesn't have to be
long
the bus.
time.
What about Marcel Walden? We haven't talked about him yet.
Matariki, just give
Oh,
us.
the
Give us,
Mariah
a, give us a give us a
Sabine.
rundown of your perspective of
what?
of the Mariah trip.
Okay,
Of how you
so
felt.
This is for Sabine Fisher.
a long time ago in a galaxy far, far yesterday.
In the Matariki system.
In the Matariki
In
system.
the galaxy of Matariki.
In the in the
seven
Papatuanuku of
sisters.
Matariki.
The seven
Of
sisters.
Rangi Papa.
Of Rangi, the Sky Father, and Papatuanuku, the Ground Mother.
The ground.
I can't even
The
name
Ground
Papa.
Father.
It always takes us so long to get into a
Um,
story.
Okay, so we had this old Maori teacher who was probably past his use by date. And
It's used by date.
yeah, it was best before like 1950 or something. Anyway, he wanted to take us on this Mariah trip, and it's more of a Mariah trip in Auckland. I'll explain that later. So we got on the bus, and we were going to Auckland, so it took like forever to get there. First problem, it was a coach. It wasn't like a bus, so the aisle was like this wide, and the seat was like that wide, and the entire bus was probably this wide.
The entire bus.
Like,
couldn't even fit a
and it was
person.
the thing was it was like this wide, but it was like 16 stories
It's
tall.
like this wide on the road, going around corners.
It was like 16 stories high, but there was all the storage space underneath. Anyway,
That no one used because we all had our bags in the.
yeah, no one
top.
used because we had them all on the top because apparently we had heaps of space. Anyway, we went all the way to Auckland, and we had to go to this Mariah at this
You're gonna explain that one later as well.
Okay, we had to explain it soon. And we went and we got like this. We had to go and we went to the Mariah at a hoary as like South Auckland High School.
Oh yeah, it was in Southeast.
Yeah.
Wicket's hometown.
Really?
Yeah, he used to live in Southeast.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Anyway, we went there and it was just a classroom, and we had to go and shake hands with all these people and kiss them on the cheek, which is very awkward. And Connor
them on the
Meikle was like, "Oh, the girls
Called
are
him
kissing me."
uncle?
And then here's a picture of Connor Meikle.
That's what I spit.
I just spat on my arm.
Anyway, we got there and it was like dumb, and it was like packed in this
It was
just
just
class.
dumb. We got there and it's like, this is dumb. That's all.
We were packed in this classroom, and then
We're
we went in.
packed. Like some people
We're like
brought us in, like
sardines.
put us
We're
off the bus.
sardines. We're just
Pretty
sardines.
bad.
in a
Put into
can.
storage.
Do you not remember this? We had to like sing some songs for them and whatnot.
I don't remember.
And-
this. I just remember
Yeah.
And then
sleeping
we got
next
a
to Marshall
cup of
Lama.
we got a cup
I
of
mean,
soup,
Walden.
know.
Oh, yeah.
And then we
It was
carried
so
on our
light.
way to like where we were going. And we got in the bus and we went carried on further deeper into the Badlands of South Auckland.
Then we had to go to One Tree Hill.
And no,
like
no,
go
no.
to the.
Wait.
Oh,
Not done, okay? Because we went to two schools. Anyway,
did we?
yeah. Then Jackson Stafford. Here's a picture of Jackson.
Oh
Stafford.
god. Have we already done Jackson
No,
Steps?
we haven't.
No. Anyway, he like did some kind of finger gesture, let's say, to
Oh,
some,
yeah.
to
Naughty
some Maori
finger
guys,
gesture.
and they chased the bus down, and we were so scared, and then they just went to rugby training across the road from where we were staying anyway, and we turned up at this high school. It was the end of the day, no one was there, like they'd all gone
Just some
home.
teachers.
Yeah, and then the marae there was like a tiny classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to stay. We had to take our shoes off and put them inside, otherwise it gets stolen. It was hoary, really hoary.
And we just played frisbees outside for like
it was
like 11.
so dumb. It was so dumb.
I remember
And the
playing
boys
frisbee
got to
outside.
sleep in like the so-called marae, which was actually a classroom.
So cool.
Just a classroom with like.
You
that
haven't
kind of
fully
room.
explained
Oh,
marae.
it's not really a marae.
Yeah,
It's
it
just a
was.
classroom with that kind of room.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
just
so
the
true.
arched classroom.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, yeah.
I remember falling
And then
asleep.
I remember that
That's
Marshall,
good.
Marshall Walden
having,
took his shirt off while Mr.
Oh,
Stevenson
no.
walked in, and it was like,
It was like a flood had happened.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like the
and-
redwoods.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, and all the girls had to just stay in a regular classroom.
yeah.
Yeah,
we got the
marae.
real experience
Apparently.
of the classroom.
Apparently.
Anyway, yeah, and then we went to like the museum and stuff,
No,
and then we
yeah,
went
we
home.
did.
Yeah.
We went to the
No, we went to
Matariki
the-
place.
yeah,
No, we
that
went to
was
the
first.
stupid Matariki thing.
We
which
went to
was
the
just like,
observatory, and we didn't even like see anything like.
We didn't
worth
learn
seeing.
anything about Matariki.
No,
The reason
we
we
just
went
watched
there.
the
We could have learned about
video.
so many star constellations when we only learned about one stupid one that appears like at one time of the year.
The only thing we learnt about is that Matua Lama's chest is very hairy.
Not
Matua
Matua Lama.
Walden.
Matua Walden, we haven't learnt that yet.
We haven't seen Matua Lama's chest
Yeah.
before. I hope that I will die before I see that.
It's gonna be better than Matua Walden.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to
Have
go
it-
through anything close to that again.
Have a competition whose chest is better.
Whose chest is more pleasant to view.
Anyway.
What are the categories? Hair, abs,
Baldness.
Flood.
baldness,
Flut.
Flood.
What's flut?
belly button placement.
Belly button
Like up here.
in the chest.
If it's in the chest, you win.
And it's got his
chest
rib
button.
cage down here.
His rib cage is just on his thighs.
Just his body's upside down with the rest of him. Everything's the right way up.
His legs are his arms, but his hands are normal.
This
His
hasn't
legs.
become talking about the chest anymore. It's just mutated.
Just a
moldy
mutated
teachers.
Walden. Just a mutated
Anyway,
Walden.
it was such a failed trip, and we could have just gone to the proper marae, like a big one with heaps of cool wooden carvings.
Like
and-
the one right beside my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we went to
That
a
one.
school that we.
There was one in Rotorua, but we had to go to a classroom in Auckland because Martin
We had to get, no, the only
helped
reason we
set
went
it up.
to Auckland was so we could go to the observatory.
Yeah.
That only lasted 5 minutes.
No, and it was just looking at the roof at a stupid.
And
video.
we went to the museum and we're only allowed to see one floor of the museum.
Oh no! And there was like
Oh, really?
16 million
Yeah.
floors.
Yeah.
And the bus was like
We only
16
got to see
floors high and
1/16
this
of a
wide.
million.
The bus was this wide.
Yeah, by the way. Sam could pick it up and put it back down. It was...
No, I couldn't because it was like 16 stories high.
It's time to wrap up.
Is it? How
Yeah,
long was the audio?
24 minutes.
Wow.
Okay.
Last
and with
words.
That, back to the studio.
Last words from Papa Dorp, Sam. You need to finish us off with a famous quote. The inspirational message.
And on that pono shell, back to the chimpo.
Give us
Give
an
us another
inspirational
one.
quote. A
Huh?
quote. Like one of our old quotes.
Oh, so, is the Pope Catholic? Well, it depends if he's the Pope of Buddhism or not.
KFC is a lot like Airwax. It's good at first, but when you eat too much, it makes you feel sick.
As if Airways is good at first.
Yeah. If you season it well, it can be.
You put the right amount of herbs and spices.
If you follow the cooking
If
instructions.
you sieve it, then
If you follow Papa Dorp's rule book, then it will
If
taste
you
better.
sieve out the chunks and season it correctly.
That's where you're wrong.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this filth.
I didn't.
Me neither. Alright, good night. I hope you guys sleep well.